It's like an episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in his belly right now.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Surfing on Mikey's intestines.
Yahoo! Misa named Jar Jar Binks. Mine the most famous Gungan in all of the Naboo. You should listen to the Three Sheets and to the Mouse podcast. It's the biggest bombad podcast in all of the galaxy. Mine thinks keep you the younglings away from it. These are guys no good. Just like in the prequels.
Sorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared, be prepared.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Quickie of Three Sheets and Mouse. We're five average guys with a love for all things Disney, and joining me tonight are the Ginger Boy.
I don't know what to say to that. I really don't know what to say to that. I feel like I'm being attacked on a chromozoological level.
Well, grab your weighted blanket and go to your safe space then.
Ooh. Well, now he's throwing shade at
He is.
at the other guy there.
The high hair.
and our resident millennial, Trenton.
Our resident millennial that looks less like a millennial than Scott.
That's true. You look more homeless than me.
Well, you put Trenton on the corner with a cardboard sign, you'll have real homeless people trying to help him out.
The end is nigh.
Like throwing coins. You're like, that's my coffee, asshole. You throw coins and you have a coffee cup, and they throw money in it. Really, just coffee.
Yeah. Stop throwing quarters in my coffee cup.
I'm gonna get on my 10-speed and ride away with my twirly mustache. You dick.
So we're here to talk to you about some Disney parks, Disney booze, and a little bit of debauchery in between. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, because we're gonna have some Quickie news, Quickie reviews, and some other Quickie stuff. Mikey, still
Scott.
January.
Yes, it is.
What are we doing?
I'm
Is it
strong,
moist?
man. I'm sticking with it.
You got a
Okay.
crutch though. It's kind of a crutch.
What's my crutch?
Watching me drink dirty
All right.
whiskey.
What are you drinking, Tiny Tim?
Jesus Christ. Little crutch. Drag that 1 foot behind you.
I thought it was good.
Drinking the same thing I always drink during dry January. Shitty non-alcoholic beer because I bought too many of them. So I'm, still drinking them.
You're better off watering
Boston
your
get a
plants
sip of
with
one
that shit.
tonight. Boston thought it tasted like strawberries. Yeah, the chemo's got.
I was gonna.
It's got a hint of like strawberry rhubarb. Is this a
At
ghost?
what point do we start just calling that fart water?
That's about what it is.
Trent, what do you got tonight?
Yeah, keep making fun of what I'm drinking.
At least mine has
will not.
alcohol content. At least I could get drunk and drink terrible shit.
Yeah, but that's its only redeeming quality.
That's fine. I'm not worried about it.
What is it? What is it?
Fucking Canadian Mist, Scott, with Diet Coke. That's what it is, okay?
To get you drunker faster and watch your figure.
Yeah, I have to wear a bikini at some point, I think. I don't know. Is that...
At Moe's?
Wait, redo. I didn't say that. Edit that part out, Scott.
What?
Exactly.
That you have to wear a bikini at some point?
Yeah, I gotta keep my beach body ready.
Oh, that's
Or
staying
is
in there.
you gonna wear like one of them bow wrap bikinis?
Oh yeah.
Just the nanner
The
hammock. and
nanner
shoulder
hammock
straps.
thunder. Yeah.
I just threw up in my mouth.
I hope you get your ass hair rounded to match your beard.
Oh god. You get one beard trim that everyone wants to throw fucking shade at you.
That's right, they do. Tonight, since Tim and Adam aren't on the show, I can drink.
Since
I don't have
Pop's
to-
not around to give
Yeah.
you the stink eye.
I don't have to respect anyone's feelings tonight because we all know Mikey doesn't have any.
Nope.
I decided to pour myself some Van Winkle 12.
Bougie.
Yeah.
You know how many
smells-
6-packs of non-alcoholic beer you can buy for the money you spent on your Van Winkle?
Like 4,000.
All of them, I think, is the correct answer.
Still with not enough alcohol content from that 0.002 to make one glass of that.
Oh, man. This is really good. It's 12 years old, Lot B. Pappy Van
Oh,
Winkle.
God. That Lot A, not any good. Thank God you got the Lot B.
You joke.
I know.
I was
You
worried.
joke. Literally one time before I knew anything about whiskey really at all, I went and bought a bottle of Aberlour, right? I think you guys have heard this story off air. And I was so excited. It was my first $80-something bottle of scotch. I was so excited. And I get home and I looked it up and everyone's like, don't buy batch 46. Barrel 46 is the fucking worst. And I'm like, oh, let me see what mine is. Fucking barrel fucking 46.
How did it taste, though?
It was pretty good. And it was in...
Yeah.
I was going to say, Aberlour 12 should be right up your alley.
This was Aberlour Sherry Cask.
Oh, even
that's
further
Aberlour
up
12.
your alley.
Yeah, that's why I bought it.
That's Aberlour 12. Honestly, I like it. It's good.
I wouldn't know. I never had it.
I'm just saying, it was just funny to read reviews. It's like, oh, the one fucking barrel that you shouldn't buy? Oh, look, you got it.
You know what? The problem is that people shit on it because it's chill filtered and color added, but I don't care. I like Dalmore. Still do. Always will.
Dalmore's expensive.
Dalmore's very expensive.
Well, $80 is expensive.
Yeah. I mean, Aberlour, by the way, should be about $50.
Well, this was like a rare... This was not the 12, though. This was like some rare sherry something. I can't even find it anymore.
Abonad?
Because it tasted like shit and they pulled it off the shelves, Trenton.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Aberlour. I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean, they do make specialty casks, but that's probably Aberlour Abonad. That's about $80.
Oh, that's what it was. You're right.
Yeah, that's hot. I'm surprised you like that. That's cask strength. That's like 56%.
He was young.
It was before... Yeah, I mean, this was before I really even got into bourbon. I mean, I definitely like sweet bourbon now. I mean, you guys know that, so...
Yeah. So tonight we decided to come on, talk a little Disney news, some things that have been happening around the parks, and stay tuned and enjoy. So first up, let's talk about my favorite and your favorite, because it's the only favorite, Nighttime Spectacular, and that's Illuminations. Illuminations has rolled out a new wine and dine package. I mean, essentially, it's a wine and dine package. You're going to go over to the Rose and Crown Pub for dinner at 8 p.m. It's a prefix dining menu, so you're going to get to choose from pretty much the popular menu items. You get an appetizer, entree, and a pudding platter for dessert. So starters
Is it like
include
Yorkshire pudding.
No, not that pudding. It's like the can't have your pudding if you don't eat your
Sticky
meat.
toffee.
Yeah, sticky toffee is one of them. Starters include the United Kingdom cheese
Which
platter,
is good.
Scotch egg.
Which is okay.
Those are your two items. What are you having?
Cheese platter. Only because, well, no. The Scotch egg. So, the problem is with the cheese platter is I like two of the cheeses and I don't like the blue cheese. And the Scotch egg would be the go-to choice, but it's not a soft-boiled egg because it's Americanized, so it's a hard-boiled egg.
Yes.
And it's...
Okay, so I'm going to take Trenton's starter because he's not eating his.
By the way, the blue cheese is not blue. That would be French. It is Stilton.
Either way, it tastes like feet.
It's good. I love Stilton. I love blue cheese, though.
The other two cheeses in there are fucking great, though.
Yeah, the other one's like a yellow Leicester and...
A white cheddar, I think.
Yeah, like a white cheddar. Like a Cotswolds white cheddar.
But they're all... And you can... Pro tip with these cheeses, you can ask for the accoutrements with these cheeses to be on the side and not directly poured on top of your cheese, so you can correct the portions.
That is true. That is very true. I'd probably go with the Scotch egg.
Even though it's not soft-boiled?
Even though it's not soft boiled, it's still delicious.
It is pretty good.
It's delicious as hell, man. And it comes with an English mustard, which is
The
awesome.
mustard's good. You know what? We get it. Every time we get this, the mustard, even when you have leftover, they serve it on like a frisee like salad. I eat all the fucking lettuce underneath it too.
Yeah. Mikey, what are you getting?
All of the cheese. I love cheese.
You like blue
cheese?
cheese?
Cheese. I love
You're not
all
gonna-
of the cheeses.
You're not going to get...
I don't like pimento, but I love all the cheeses.
Oh, see, I love pimento cheese.
Well, you can love it.
You don't come to South Carolina, they'll fucking pitchfork you and torch you out of the fucking city for that.
I
Hell
don't
yeah.
care about your state. I love cheese. Cheese. Give me the cheese. I'll even get the cheese with accoutrements
All right.
on the side, like you said, Trenton.
That's the way to.
I love
I
the
mean,
blue cheese. It's the best cheese.
I've had
It's the
it
blue
both
cheese.
ways, but the way when they serve it with all the stuff that comes on top of it, it just kind of gets overpowered because you get too much of that stuff. I think, like the for example, Scott, the Stilton comes with I believe it's cranberry coulis or something like that, and
It's a cranberry chutney.
it's just covered in it.
Yeah, well, I would want to taste the cheese and then taste the cheese with.
And that's why you get your accoutrements.
It's
on
plus.
the
So
side.
yeah, and then I'll run to the bathroom because cheese makes me poop.
That is more information than I needed. But let's talk about some entrees, because you get to choose an entree from such as your favorites: bangers and mash, corned beef and cabbage, pan roasted salmon, or the very, very popular fish and chips.
See, this is tough for me. They removed my favorite fucking item.
Well, I know you like the steak and chips and fish.
Right, that was the way to go, man. They removed it because they
Yeah,
were getting
but that's
fucked on it.
Well, true, but still, that wouldn't be included in there. So, the fish and chips is Rosencrown's signature dish: beer battered fish served with house-made tartar sauce and steak
I
chips.
feel like Scott just got snippy about me liking
big
the
chips.
snake.
I believe so.
It's not snippy. It's just gone. It's not even. Even if it was still on the menu, it wouldn't be.
You
awesome.
still let me bitch about the mojito, but I can't bitch about the steak being gone.
Because Scott's a little salty about the
Yes, you
steak being
do.
gone as well.
I actually dig that knife in a little bit better.
Yeah, fuck you.
I love to hear you. Bitch
We're definitely
about
going with the fish and chips here. You have to. And I recently had a question from a sheeter. They texted me while they were in Disney, and they said, should I get fish and chips at the quick service, or should I go inside for the fish and chips? And the fish and chips inside is definitely different than the one from the quick service, and it's much better.
it. It's better.
much better, and it's very good. And it's a hearty portion. It's worth your money.
Yeah. The other option you get is bangers and mash, which is traditional English sausage with cold cannon potatoes, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onion jam, and a red wine demi-glace. The corned beef and cabbage, traditional Irish braised corned beef with steamed cabbage, carrots, red potatoes served with stone ground mustard sauce. And lastly, the pan-roasted Scottish salmon, fresh kale, red and green cabbage, Brussels sprouts, carrots, and red lentils with an aromatic English spring pea sauce. I would imagine that you can also get like the shepherd's pie, the chicken curry, and the vegetable crumble, because all of those are less priced than what is offered for the current entree.
Well, the marsala, the tikka masala is fucking incredible here. That's what we had last time,
It's good. I love chicken tikka.
and it's a huge portion. I mean, me and Stephanie shared this last time. It was, I mean, I don't think you can share during a dining package, but it's a
No,
it's
you
a
can't.
lot of food.
Now, Mikey, what would you get for your entree?
I think I'd probably have the bangers and mash. I like mushrooms.
It's delicious. I've actually had the bangers and mash before. I like it. You get two pretty decent-sized sausages with a nice bowl of mashed potatoes, and the sauce, the red wine demi-glace, is actually really tasty.
Big old saucy sausage.
Two of them.
Two's always better than one.
Of course. I'd probably go with the fish and chips just because it's traditional. It is quintessentially English. And I cannot wait about this time next week. I'm getting me some fish and chips at a pub for like £5.
Oh, is that where they fly around on broomsticks and chase a little golden ping pong ball through a hoop?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love quid witches.
A £1 sandwich does not sound appealing.
Ugh.
If your sandwich only costs £1, run away.
Yeah, you're getting a bond me with bologna on it for that.
I love bologna.
Lastly, your dessert. You do get a dessert. And that's basically a standing dessert. It's going to be a pudding platter featuring 3 of the favorites. Chocolate nougat bar, a.k.a. a Mars bar.
Hey, Tim got that last time we were there.
It's delicious, right? Yeah. Is it deep fried?
I don't think so. It's just it looks like Mr. Piss from fucking Seinfeld, and you eat it with a knife and fork, eating a Snickers bar off a fucking plate.
See, missed opportunity. That should be deep fried.
It's not America, it's England, Scott. They don't deep fry fucking everything.
Oh no, that's where the deep fried Mars bar comes from. It comes from Scotland. It's a big thing in Scotland. Oh yeah. Ask Chris Carter.
He's Scottish.
He's not.
Well, he's not Scottish. He's English. And Graham Mackey is from somewhere near.
I don't mean to keep throwing your vibe off, Scott. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It works. Also, you get a small selection of the English trifle, a traditional pudding dessert,
which is not my favorite from
dessert.
here.
It's okay. And then lastly, the best dessert and the only dessert in England, sticky toffee pudding.
Oh, it's so good from here. And I wish they still had the banoffee. It was a banoffee tart here, and they took that off the menu too, which makes me want to fucking burn the building to the ground.
Mm-hmm. So obviously you don't get to choose a dessert, but what would you be most excited to try, Mikey?
Probably the boner-inducing toffee that Trenton's going on about there.
Dude, it's so fucking good, man.
It is. It's a steamed pudding cake. Essentially, it's a cake flavor or cake texture, served with warm vanilla custard and hot buttered rum sauce. It's amazing.
So this is one of the ones. So when they still did have the banoffee, me and Stephanie would go here, I would get the banoffee, or she would get the banoffee. We would each get either banoffee or sticky toffee, and then we would just fucking destroy it. It's so good, man. This dessert, this might be top 3 desserts in Disney World.
I could see that. I could certainly see that. It's one of my favorites.
It's up there with the bread pudding from Ohana. If you have the fucking ice cream and it's not delivered to your room, and they don't give you the ice cream because they're a bunch of dicks.
Also, because it might melt before it gets there.
Well, then fucking hurry up. I'm saying at a deluxe resort in a bungalow, bring me some fucking ice cream.
Oh my god, you just did a do you know who I am?
I'm already staying in a fucking bungalow. That's cool, man. Yeah, I'll go there. I'm not afraid.
They check your ID and they check to see who the
They're like,
they're like, nope, you're a squatter.
This angry homeless man wants ice cream. What do we do?
He's camping on the back porch of the bungalow.
I was sleeping on the couch, thank you, dick.
Even better. Keep digging. I honestly, to me, there's only one dessert here, and that's the sticky toffee pudding.
Absolutely.
It's probably my favorite dessert ever.
Now,
I'm not a huge dessert guy, but that's where I would.
What
go.
are the pudding flavors, though?
It's like a dates and raisins.
That sounds horrible.
Well, that's what's in the that's what.
It's
No. I'm talking about the pudding.
Good.
The pudding sampler. The pudding.
Oh, the trifle. The trifle you're talking about.
You said it was a pudding flight or something like that.
It is a pudding flight. So you get sticky toffee pudding.
Oh,
Then you
those
get
are
the
the
chocolate
3
nougat bar.
options. Okay.
Yes.
No.
And then you get English trifle, which is layers of strawberry, vanilla custard, graham crackers.
I thought you were giving
and
me
whipped
3
cream.
options. The trifle's not awesome.
It's okay. Yeah, I've had better made at home.
My grandmother makes better, but she's from England, so it's not like...
That would help.
It does help. Or have you ever seen that episode of Friends where Rachel tries to make it?
Oh,
She
yeah.
makes half an English trifle and half of a fucking, like... It's like a shepherd's pie or something.
Half
It
English
had
trifle,
lady
half
fingers
shepherd's
in
pie.
it.
Yeah.
Joey loves it, by the way. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, my wife's
but the
seen all
best
those
part-
episodes.
The best part about this is that you get unlimited alcoholic beverages.
Have you ever seen me drink
Now-
Guinness? We should go here.
Now, I'm gonna hazard a guess that this is only for beer and wine and probably cocktails, the specialty cocktails.
Bring me all the Macallan 18s right now.
I don't think that's included. I'm pretty sure that's not included. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Disney is going to say, I'm sorry, sir, that doesn't count.
Well, the problem is you need to be careful with your wording on this. And if anything from our trip report in November was that when we did the thing at Tiffin's, they said a cocktail, and the idea was beer and wine, but the fucking the package said cocktail. So I ordered a cocktail, and they're like, no, you got to pay for that separate. I'm like, no. That's not how this works.
Right. So when you get a cocktail, it's up to, and they have this on the dining plan. It's up to a certain amount. It's usually about $15. Now that's going to include the Magical Star cocktail or the Welsh Dragon here, both of which are not that good. The Welsh Dragon's
the Welsh
okay.
Dragon's. Stephanie likes it, but it's sweet.
It's sweet. It's essentially, Mikey. It's essentially kind of like Reggie's Revenge. Peach schnapps, melon.
It's
liqueur, creme de
melon.
menthe.
It tastes like fucking melons.
Yeah. It tastes like Ecto Cooler. It tastes like alcoholic Ecto Cooler.
Mikey likes melons, so.
I do. I'm all about the melons. Even the cantaloupes, which are the worst melon.
What?
Ever.
That is
honeydew
not
is
true.
much worse than a cantaloupe.
First off, they feel like Edward James Olmos's face.
I
was thinking Deadpool. Looks like a avocado fucked another uglier avocado.
Avocado, yeah. Thank you. I mean, can you mix it? Can you get the cocktail and the beer, the cocktail and the beer, the cocktail and the beer, or do you got to stick with the cocktail?
Can they layer it?
I think I don't know. That's an interesting question because it would be nice to do maybe one Welsh Dragon because you could not drink more than one other. Otherwise, you're going to get
everything
diabetes.
else is Boddington's.
Yeah. You can get the Imperial Pint, which is $9.75. That's Bass Ale, Smithwick's Ale, Harp Lager, Boddington's English Pub Ale, Strongbow Cider, or Guinness Stout.
It's all of those mixed?
No, any one of those.
Oh God, I was
They
going to
do
say
have do have pub blends, and those are quite numerous. I mean, they basically can combine any two pints and make
any alcoholic beverage that comes off tap that is carbonated with CO2 mixed with any that is carbonated with nitrogen.
So it's probably you can get a half Bass Ale and half Guinness, the classic black and tan, my favorite.
I like the so they do one locally. It's the Son of a Peach. I don't know if you've ever heard of Son of a Peach. It's like a
RJ Rockers.
Yeah. Which is from Spartanburg, South Carolina, representing the state. And they do that with some Guinness. It's actually a real good combo. They don't do that in...
Is that available at the Rose and Crown?
I wish they should.
Is it British beers?
No.
not
Half?
as ones in South Carolina.
Yeah. They do have a Golden Imperial Pint, which is half Harp and half Bass. That's interesting to try.
That sounds terrible.
I don't know. One's a light lager, one's a dark brown ale.
Yeah, but that's
I don't
not
know.
something you...
Right now, I feel like I'm the expert on what tastes terrible regarding beers.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how Strongbow's way better than Magners.
Let's talk about how no cider is good. Let's talk about that.
I
don't like
Strongbow's the tartar of the two. So I don't like cider because they're too sweet, but Strongbow's much more tart than Magners is a fucking sugar bomb. Fucking Wilford Brimley's rolling in his grave.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Is he really?
I think so.
He's still on TV.
No, he had the Beatus. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I'm
no,
pretty sure
he was just doing the commercials for Liberty Medical.
Yeah,
He didn't
fucking
have Beatus.
60 years ago.
Yeah. You can also get wines at Rose and Crown. None of them are British, but you can get wine at the Rose and Crown. They do have a couple of Italian wines. Some
You say Italian
California
wines?
Pinot Noir. Yeah, they have wine there. They have California Pinot Noir, Cabernets from California, Columbia Crest H3 Merlot from...
I'm just checking that you shit on me
Washington?
for talking about a South Carolina beer, and they have fucking Italian wine and California wine.
Well, the British don't make wine very good or at all.
Okay.
So you gotta have some wine. I mean, the British drink wine. So
Best line from fucking Hot Fuzz. What kind of wine do you have? We have red or
and
white.
Oh Man,
Classic
I
British
cannot wait
dry
to go.
humor. Let's go.
I cannot wait to go there.
They're also going to be
Wanna
the best
nip-
painted paintings.
You want to nip down to the Winchester?
It's got big, heavy doors. I know where the exits are. I can smoke.
I might have to watch some Hot Fuzz and some Shaun of the Dead before I go.
You know Hot Fuzz is my favorite movie of all time.
Hot Fuzz is one of the greatest movies ever.
You and your big stupid monkey. Does he mean me or that?
But no, it's a by the way, wonderful film. But there's also an entertainment package. So you do get a reserved spot for this unique dining and viewing experience on the patio at Rose and Crown Pub. Now you've dined on the patio.
I
correct?
have, and I've watched the fireworks from there.
And is it not one of the greatest places to watch
It's
fireworks?
absolutely one of the best spots. I will say that I think the upper patio, there's 3 stairs down. I think the upper patio is a little better, but where we were was just as good. I mean, it's right fucking there. Those fireworks are shooting off from the pavilion, and it sounds like you're in the fucking Revolutionary War. Like, you think there's a fucking cannon going off to you. It's like I was in the Patriot. Like, it was in my head.
Well, maybe the Battle of Britain, but or the Luftwaffe.
No, the Patriot. Remember when we won that war?
Yeah, but that didn't take place in England. That took place here, and you're in a British pub in the UK, so this would be more like the Luftwaffe
Scott.
or the Blitzkrieg. I'm just keeping you historically accurate, Trenton.
I get it, man.
I'm keeping you historically
I get
accurate.
it, but I was talking about cannons and shit, and you're just gonna throw me off. But seriously, no. I mean, it's one of the best places to watch Illuminations.
It is. It really
and
is.
definitely
It's a wonderful
Illuminations is obviously our favorite on the show, fireworks show, or nighttime spectacular. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, nighttime spectacular.
I just said fireworks show like I was pointing with one finger. What a jackass. It's a great spot, man, and it's going away. So definitely try to get to see this. I mean, it's.
Yeah, so this starts on January 17, 2019. The adult experience is priced at $85 per person.
So, Mikey, when you saw Illuminations with us in November, what do you think of Illuminations? Do you think this is worth the package for $85 a person for adults?
What would be the price of a typical meal there?
right, so a
not
typical
per
meal that
person
we-
would not be near 85.
Well, no.
I mean, if I'm give me the bangers mash, give me that
Okay.
cheese tray, and some
That
sticky
is-
toffee pudding.
35 and it'd be $43 for all that,
Okay,
plus tip and tax and gratuity.
right.
And that's
I am-
alcohol.
I am
That's
a-
not alcohol. Oh, it is alcohol.
Yeah, no
Yeah, I'm
alcohol
not gonna
included.
drink another $42 worth of booze.
Well, that's 4 drinks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink that much drinks.
I'm going to
That's-
say this is not worth it. And I love Rose and Crown, and I love Illuminations. This is not worth it for me.
No,
and that's the kind of the problem I have. The one problem I have with this is that it is really overly priced.
Grossly overpriced?
If it was like $65, this would be a bargain. $75, I think you're at your breaking point.
That's the
But $85 a person plus plus tip and plus gratuity, or plus tax and gratuity actually.
no way I'm paying
I
this.
think you have crossed that line of where this is a good bargain.
Absolutely.
no.
because-
With regards to Illuminations, do I have a table to watch it from?
Yes, you do.
Is it the same table I'm sitting down and eating at?
Yes.
Yes, it is
So I
because
don't,
your
have, I don't
dinner
have to walk across the park
Yep.
like your Christmas party.
and you could.
Oh, God. You just struck a chord. Now Scott's going to start fucking being all pissy.
I'm not pissy. I'm right. It is 50 fucking feet. But whatever. I'm over.
It's-
But the nice thing is, and this is the only positive thing about this, is that you get to sit down there from 8 o'clock on and watch Illuminations, and your drinks get served to you.
But you can do this like me and Stephanie and Brant and Sydney did at a regular dinner.
Not well. Can you?
We
Can
did.
you?
We did.
Because I guarantee you that this patio will be exclusively reserved for those booking the
Every night?
Illuminations. I think they will sell this out every night.
I'm just saying, I don't think the dessert parties don't get fucking booked out. I don't think this one's getting booked out. $85 is a lot of money. Even for people that go there with the intent to spend a lot of money and have a lot of money, I think $85, you're thinking, this isn't, the typical group isn't me and Stephanie going. The typical group isn't a couple that's spending for two people. It's two adults, it's at least two kids or a kid. It's not worth it. Do you think this is worth it for you and Andrea and Ethan?
No, I don't. I said I don't think the price is worth it.
Look at
again,
Mikey, Stephanie, Keaton, and Boston.
No, I said it's not worth the price, but people will book this and people will pay for it.
I don't think people are that stupid. I think that I don't think the average. I don't see this getting filled up every night. Unfortunately, I really don't. I really don't.
Does Rose and Crown have its own interior bathroom?
Yep.
Yes.
Selling point.
Oh, well, it's in the bar. That's the one that I snuck into before they were open and took a shit.
All the restaurants have their own interior bathroom. The sit-downs do, at least.
It's actually nice. It's really nice too.
Well, not by the time Illumination starts. It's not.
Yeah, no. By the time Illumination started, it looks like a Welsh tart.
The bar opened at 11. I snuck in at 10:30 because the door was open. So,
is it really sneaking if the door's open?
Well, it was unlocked, but you were supposed to go inside, but all the employees weren't there, so I ran in and shat quick.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, all right, real quick, thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you think?
Down, 100%.
Mikey,
it's the price. I cannot approve that as something I want to do because of the price. Like you said, if we were closer to 60. Maybe I could see that because you're going to pay a premium, a Disney premium for your own table, but $85, shit, no.
Yeah, I think $65 is really the point where this would be a good value. $75 is your premium price on this. $10 plus you're going. I mean, you're going to talk for two people. This is going to be close to $200 after tip and after tax and tip. It's going to be close to $200.
It's not worth it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Stephanie did the fucking Lion King show in November where you get the private front row seating for the Lion King theater show. You get a private safari and a dinner at Tiffin's with an alcoholic drink, and that was $200 for both of us? No way. No.
Well, that's one drink. This is many.
Could
one
be
versus
one.
many.
You say many. They're definitely. Have you ever seen me drink? They're definitely limiting that shit. This isn't a fucking Chinese buffet. They're watching that. The server's not coming back as often as you think.
Look, you're gonna have to be proactive. You're gonna have to make sure that you get what you want.
When we were there in November, I ordered.
gonna be worse.
I ordered 3 Guinness the first time the server came.
And that's what you're gonna have to do here.
Just give me a pitcher.
Yeah. All right. On to some other news. Not necessarily good news. DVC has placed further restrictions on resale. Not surprising. With 2 new resorts opening up in the next 2 years, it was inevitable that these were going to happen. If you are buying resale at this point, you can only exchange your resale points for those in the original 14, meaning the ones that are available right now. You will not be able to stay at Riviera unless you buy directly into Riviera, and you will not be able to stay at 3 Sheets Rehab unless you buy directly into 3 Sheets Rehab. Now, if you are currently grandfathered in, you still have that capability. So, that being said, I don't think this is the worst thing in the world. For those who currently own, I think it's a great deal because it's going to open up the 7-month booking window.
You don't think it's that bad because you already own.
I just said, for those that currently own, it's not that bad of a deal because you'll have access to Riviera 7 months out and it won't be completely booked up.
This is essentially the first step in Disney killing the resale market.
Well, they're trying to because they have their own resale market they want to take advantage of.
Oh, right. They want to rape you for $190 a point instead of $105.
Well, no, their resale roughly is about $145 a point. So you're going to save $30 a point if you buy direct Disney's resale, meaning if you buy resale through Disney. It's a decent chunk off the currently $186 right now, and soon to be.
I thought it was $202.
No, it's soon to go up to $192.
Jesus Christ!
So it's still under $200 a point, but not much. However, what's going to suck for this is that anyone buying resale in the future is only going to stay at those 14 resorts. And right now, the 7-month booking window is difficult for anything DVC.
Other than Saratoga or Key West.
Old Key West. Well, Animal Kingdom's got a bunch of availability at the 7-month. Now, we got a Poly Studio, I want to say, about 6 months out of our upcoming trip in May. So it's not terrible, but it's definitely gonna increase the 7-month bookings.
You know how I feel about Poly, Scott.
I think honestly, I think you're probably one of the very few that think that. I'm excited to stay there, but like I said with when this came out, it's not the worst thing in the world because it's going to open up Riviera, and I want to stay at Riviera. It looks nice.
It does look awesome. I think they are overpricing for what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a downscaled Bay Lake.
I think you're right. The resort is inspired by Europe's Mediterranean coastline, mostly the French Riviera, which Walt was enamored with during one of his trips to Europe. One of his most beloved European trips was one he took with his wife Lily in 1935. His brother Roy and Roy's wife Edna traveled with Walt and Lillian, and the trip served as their profound inspiration on Disney storytelling for decades afterwards. The castles, villages, art, architecture in Europe found their way into Disney films long after Walt's trip was only a memory. In fact, this was the trip that he went to Castle Neuschwanstein with Roy and said, "Hey, when we do my park, when we do this, I like that. I actually want that." And Roy was like, "Well, we can't uproot that." But no, I want that.
Here's my checkbook.
Hold my beer, Roy. Watch me. So yeah, honestly, it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely spectacular. And from what the artist rendering show, you'll have a beautiful view of the new, soon to be new, whatever Illuminations is going to be called.
You know what? I made fun of everyone that got all butthurt about Wishes leaving, and now that Illuminations is going, it makes me a little butthurt.
Mostly, it's just a lot of fire, or a little bit of fire.
I mean, look, as a person whose first fireworks show at Disney World was Illuminations, I am going to miss this greatly, immensely. I'm going to miss this show. However, I am one who will say, whatever Disney does, they could do just as well.
The park's not a
did not want to
museum,
like. I did not want to like Happily Ever After,
But you did.
but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
And Wishes was great.
Wishes was great. So is Happily Ever After.
But Disney doesn't. So my thing is, when Disney moves on from shit like this, they're not doing it because they're like, oh, let's just move on. Like, they know what is going on. They're not fucking dumb.
Well, sometimes they are.
I mean,
Well-
$85 for a fireworks package and fish and chips.
I'm just saying, I think their marketing research is a little better than the average Disney goer's opinion, right?
I'll have you know that I'm above average.
Well,
My opinions are above average. And I don't really have one on this topic.
okay, so one other thing opening in January, probably about this week, is Mickey and Minnie's surprise celebration at Disney's Magic Kingdom in Florida. So you can now meet the couple in their birthday costumes because November was both of their 90th birthday, but Disney refuses to acknowledge that Minnie is 90 for, I guess you don't talk about a woman's age or something like that. I don't know. Because they were born on the same day.
The thing that I'm most excited about the 90th birthday is the fucking ice cream bars coming to the grocery store.
Now that is newsworthy right there.
They are. Starting February 1st, Mickey Premium Bars will be available in your grocer's freezer.
And
at
then
a
on
far-
February 2nd, they no longer will be available in the freezer department because they're going to be all bought out and put on eBay. Don't buy that shit, please, for the love of God. Don't fall for that trap. And I'm going to buy them on
eBaying
eBay.
ice cream, you dry ice hoarding motherfuckers. There's no way people are shipping ice cream bars.
If
Trent,
they pay for shipping,
it's going to
they'll
happen.
get it.
It's going to happen. Someone will put that on eBay and say, Mickey Premium Bars, only $3.50. Wait, how much do they charge in the parks now? Like $8?
It's like $4.50.
$4.50 a piece. There's what, 6 bars? Yeah, it's gonna be $25 for a box that's gonna cost you what, $4 at the grocery store.
Now that's actually something to talk about right there. What is the retail price going to be in the stores?
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Because I may just throw them in my freezer and then dry ice them all the way down to the parks and walk up in there like I'm some kind of somebody, and then sell them out from my coat to everybody waiting in line to get in. Hey man, you want ice cream bars? I got your ice cream bars.
It does not say a price.
Of course not, because if they were going to say that they're going to cost $12.99 a box, people would be like, I'm not paying that much, but they're going to go into Disney World and be totally content to pay a third of that.
People are like, oh my god, look, Dove bars that are $5 more.
Now they will come in boxes of 6, so you'll get 6 bars per box. I would imagine that they are going to be significantly smaller than the in-parks ones.
I don't know.
I bet you they're going to be the size of a Dove bar.
Dove bars aren't that small.
They're pretty small. Compared to a premium bar at Disney World, they're going to be pretty small. I would guess they're probably about 4 to 5 inches tall from ears to mouth.
Is that the size of a regular Mickey bar?
No, those have to be like 6 to 7 inches.
Unless you get that one that's kind of deformed.
Yeah, that's true.
What if it was like a one of those Nestle bars with a Crunch bar, Mickey Crunch bar? Why don't we?
Ooh, with the little Crispies in the chocolate?
Yeah,
I like those. I like those a lot.
Look, it's chicken pox, Mickey.
right. It looks just like a cantaloupe.
Bitus boils. He's got hives. They're so good.
Yeah. So you will be able to find these in your grocer's freezer. Possibly, maybe, probably not, because you're like Mikey said, there's going to be a slew of white people just buying the shit out of these.
I don't know, man. I live in Somerville, South Carolina. I don't think it's, unless Trossel and the Alversons and Lemming and there's a lot of several motherfuckers in this group. Jesus Christ.
Now, do they do the Trossels and do the Alversons have a standalone freezer in their basement?
I think Trossel has a freezer in Lauren's.
Okay, so he'll
Garage.
stock up.
I got one.
But I'll just go to his house and he'll just give me one. It's not like I'm...
So yeah, go check those out, find them, and let us know how much they cost, because I bet you.
Ooh, yeah,
I bet you.
do make sure you post pictures in the group when you find them of you eating them.
When you guys do eat your Mickey ice cream bar, where do you bite first?
The ear.
Yeah.
I bite the stick completely off at the bottom and just hold the ice cream in my hand.
Trenton, I
Meanwhile,
don't
I've
doubt.
got splinters in my asshole.
I
Trenton,
need the
I don't
fiber.
doubt- I don't doubt that you could dislocate your jaw and take that whole thing down at once.
All I see is Trenton opens it upside down, pulls it out by the ear, and just starts chewing on the stick, looking around like, what, isn't this how you do it?
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Yeah, so look, we've talked about some fun things on this little quickie. Lots of
Quickie, quote unquote.
yeah,
I
quickie.
don't even know what we talked about.
A long
We talked a lot about the London, obviously.
We did.
So I actually have a top 3 before we leave here. Top 3 rides that should go away in Disney World right now. Go.
Flight of Passage.
Well, Scott's just making up hipster shit now.
Define ride. Is it something that has
Top
a
three,
for it and a line? or is it-
top 3 attractions that should be replaced.
The treehouse.
Yep. Good
Yes.
one. Good one. Nope, no, Scott. Let him go
steamboat.
first. You don't.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
No. Mikey, you do your all three. So treehouse
Okay.
is one.
The treehouse, the steamboat thing.
The Liberty Bell?
I don't think it adds anything.
Yeah.
You get a nice view of the park that you don't normally get.
Mikey's
You really do.
fucking at Magic Kingdom right now.
You get a great.
Yeah,
view
hey,
of
you know
Haunted
what
Mansion.
though? It doesn't get a lot of imaginary.
I actually didn't expect you to say that because I don't even consider that an attraction because it's terrible.
There you go. There you go.
So
Well, hold on. Wait, I want to ask a question, Mikey. When was the last time you were on it?
Oh, I never have. It doesn't appeal to me
Okay.
at all.
All right. Trenton, how about you?
Ugh.
Go on it. It's got a
was
wonderful view of the
8.
Magic Kingdom.
That's fine if it's just a view of a park I'm already standing in. I mean, shit. Other than
No.
that, it's riding.
No,
the ferry
you get
from
to ride
the
on it, go
sea.
around a dirty water with some trees.
It's not dirty. It's dyed. It's actually
No, that's
dyed to hide
dirty.
the track.
No, that's dirty. That helps. That's helped me. That is an open.
It's an open
air
wound. Yeah.
body of water.
No, it's actually dyed to hide the
So
the ride
I
track.
feel like we should do top 3 in each park.
Well, we ain't got
That's
time
not
for that.
not tonight.
Because my number 3 is not in Magic Kingdom, and it is going to be Indiana Jones.
Wow, fuck you.
I could see that.
It's run its course,
No,
man.
it's a
It can be
great
changed,
show.
but it's
That is a
know.
great show, dude.
No,
it's a one and done because after you see it the first time, you know what the punchline is the next time you go see it.
Right, but it's
And also the stunt punches are so bad.
And it's hot.
there's also
Yeah.
people that watch professional wrestling, Scott.
Yeah, and that's way more realistic.
You're an
bet.
idiot.
Okay.
Maybe 10
Sure.
years ago.
That's a wonderful, wonderful retort, man.
Hey,
Maybe
in
10
5
maybe
years-
10 years ago, that shit the camera angles crush everything with professional wrestling. Oh, look, yeah, he's really hitting because of the way the camera angle is. That's
Yeah,
garbage, man.
That's kind of
focal
that's
length,
called
but
selling
that's
it.
fine.
Right. But
The-
that's cool because professional wrestling acts like it's real. Indiana Jones, it's called a stunt show. They're showing you how stunts are done, and it's amazing.
And you know what? In the next 5 years, Hollywood Studios is not going to be Hollywood Studios anymore. It's moving to something else, and it's not going to be relevant there.
Yeah.
That
It's
Disney's
time to-
moving
it's time to
away
go.
from, when the great movie ride went away, it's time to get rid of Indiana Jones.
So before Scott answers, should Dinosaur be transformed into the Indiana Jones ride from Disneyland?
No, because it doesn't fit there.
No, I mean if the whole land got redone.
No, because it still won't fit. The actual ride itself would not fit in there.
It's the same track.
No, it's not the same track. It is the same ride mechanism. It is not the same track, shot for shot remake. They're two totally different rides, same ride vehicle. They just borrow the same track, or the same track system and the same ride system, different track layout.
So Scott, top 3 rides that should be replaced in Disney World. Not
All right.
not refurbed, replaced.
Replaced? That's fine. Definitely.
You're gonna say Swiss Family. You gotta say it.
No, I can't, because what are you going to put there? I mean, if you're talking about not refurbing it and replacing it,
That's a
you can't put
lot
it
of
in
real
there.
estate, dude. Tear that shit
Not
down.
that much. It's not that much.
It's enough to put a dark ride or a boat ride or
No, it's a great spot to put a little place I can get some boozed up Dole Whips or something.
That is true. It's really not that big of a space.
It's
It's
no,
not.
or add another restaurant there. Add when Magic
Too
Kingdom
small.
eventually comes
Still too
around. When Magic Kingdom eventually comes around and they want to start putting bars in the park, which is going to happen.
I don't think bars. I think there will be more sit down places like Spice Road Table that you see happen.
And
Where
make
you
it
get
a
tapas.
Swiss Family Robinson fucking, scrounging up whatever on the island restaurant. That's
Yeah,
cool.
they've already got that. It's called the Skipper's Canteen.
No,
Why,
skip.
why
no,
do that when you could make it Tortuga themed?
because there's already Tortuga Tavern, literally in the name.
Should be a place. I think
Never
what you're
been
going
there.
to see
Wouldn't
is
know.
yeah, well, it's never open. I think you're going to see
That's-
more of the tapas style with some alcohol served as well, because they're going to make you sit down. They're going to make you have it controlled.
Well,
It's-
I
it's
also
going to
think
be controlled.
Adventureland is.
Garbage. We know.
Well, no, I just don't think that they're. I think it's gonna continue to not graduate. That's the wrong word. It's going to continue to morph into evolve into a more. It's hard to say.
You're very limited on space. You're very limited on space.
But it's hard to say what's going to happen
and
there.
Let Moana have a meet and greet.
That you could do.
It's not going to stick to what it.
Right in there.
Today's Adventureland is not going to be 10 years from now as Adventureland.
No, I agree.
Well, I would hope not.
I would agree with that. All right, so my 3 attractions. Let's see. Now, do I have to? Are these just going away, or do I have to replace them with something eventually?
No. You don't have to pick what's getting replaced, or you don't have to.
Does something have to replace it?
3 things that should go away.
Okay.
That you think are the
Magic
worst.
carpets.
Yeah, that's. Well,
Aladdin's
yes.
magic carpets.
No, you're literally you're filling the reasoning, but I don't know what we could put there. But I get what you're doing.
Nothing should go there. Nothing should go there. A fountain should go there.
True.
A fountain should go
No,
there.
that's a good
gives
choice.
Ambiance to the area.
No, you skirted. No, I get it. You that's absolutely. Yes, it's
some
horrible.
umbrellas and some tables for you to sit and have a Dole Whip. Just saying. All right. I would also say.
If you say Frozen, I'll drive to New Jersey right now and cut your head off while you're sleeping.
Well, I mean, it's never working. So.
It's never working anyway. So, I would say I'm gonna agree with Mikey. The stunt show is run its course. It's time to go.
God, Scott's just trying to get me riled up, I think.
No, it's bad. It's a bad stunt show. You've seen it once. You've seen it 100 times.
It's a good
the same
show,
thing.
man.
They
No,
got
it's not.
rid of lights, motors, action. Now this has got to be next on the block, man.
It was good when Full House visited the stunt show.
So the problem is that Disney is too cheap to turn this to anything other than a show. They're not going to take that space and turn it into anything else. They're going to make it another show.
No, I think Hollywood Studios after the 50th anniversary is going to have a major overhaul, other than what it's already getting.
I agree, but that stadium seating and that cover, they're not getting. They're not moving away from that. There's all that room where that stage is, where they do all that shit with the plane and the fire. They're doing another show there.
Is there enough room to put like a TIE fighter in there?
Probably.
Instead of an airplane.
Which would make sense because they're going to turn that whole side of the park. So that's why Muppets is going to go away because of Star Tours being there. Star Tours is going to stay. Everyone says Star Tours is going to go away. No, Muppets is going to bite shit and go away. And they're going to turn that entire side of the park into Star Wars.
So then for my next one, because Trenton just mentioned Muppets. Muppets can go away, that's for sure. But my third one would be Cali River Rapids. It is the same ride that you're going to ride at Six Flags, at Busch Gardens, and every other generic fucking theme park around the world.
It had a
Except
great...
this one tells a story about deforestation.
Well, it had the
pays
idea of that, but then they half-assed it.
It's the Chakranadi Forest.
And Mikey, the only reason you know that?
It's because it's on a Magical Meltdown shirt.
Cali River Rapids got half-assed, and we all know it.
So a lot of fun with this quote-unquote quickie. Trent, what about you? What are your 3 rides?
The Speedway. Right? I feel like that's
Why don't you pick one we didn't just redo?
Segway.
I'm just saying, I'm segueing the next episode. The Speedway. I wanted to say the Swiss Family Robinson because that stares the fucking attraction, but Mikey took that one. I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. Tiki Room, don't care.
Well,
No?
I mean, look, you don't understand Walt. It's cool.
No, it's cool. Tiki Room's terrible. Let's see. And the 3 Caballeros.
So next week, after episode 100, we will be looking for a new 5th host. If you have your applications,
The
please
3
send them
Caballeros
to
is terrible.
3sheetspodcast@gmail.com.
It's not Donald's fault. That's just shitty Imagineering. It's like actually a lack of
Look,
Imagineering.
Mikey even knows it's bad. Look at him. He's defending because he knows it's bad. He's even admitting that the shit's terrible.
But I love its badness. That's why I
love
like
that
it.
ride. Love that ride.
Liking bad? That's... That's
I've
like
had
saying,
two
I
of
know
these
this shirt's
beers
really
tonight.
ugly.
I love bad things.
That's like saying, I know this shirt's really ugly, but I'm still going to wear it every day.
Trenton, just because it's not fast enough, it's not thrilling enough for you, does not make it bad.
I don't think that it's bad. I think that it could be taken out and redone much better.
I don't think you can take anything out of the pyramid without taking down the pyramid.
I think they can be rethemed without it.
Rethemed is what's wrong with it now.
Yes.
And you can't like re-theme it because it has to kind of stay Mexican.
Well, Coco, by the way, is real Mexican.
Yeah, but, I mean, look, you're talking about retheming to an entirely new plot. You just said you can't retheme it. It's not refurb, it's go away.
It's go away.
That was your premise.
No, you're right. Let's take Space Mountain out instead.
Not gonna happen.
As he chases his Canadian Mist with Diet Coke.
You know what? Funny story. Trenton is not drinking Canadian Mist and Diet Coke. He's drinking Canadian Mist, then Diet Coke.
This is true.
Space Mountain's a bad ride.
All right, so look, we had a lot of fun on this quote-unquote quickie. If you have your comments to anything that we discussed about, because it is just a hodgepodge of shit.
Whatever, Scott. Look at you
Yeah.
with your shirt buttoned down, those hot pants on.
I am dressed professionally tonight.
Hot pants.
They're not hot pants. They're slacks. So look, as we finish up tonight's quickie, try and give me some closing remarks.
Scott looks like Jar Jar Binks on a regular basis. Also,
Misa no look like a Jar Jar.
That was fucking Watto.
What?
That sounds
so
like anything like Jar Jar
look
Binks.
forward to us.
No, what was a lagadis?
Look forward to us recasting episode 1 of Star Wars. We're gonna do that. Calling it right now.
No, because that movie doesn't exist.
It does exist, and we're gonna do it. It's my idea. I think it's a great idea. If you want us to recast episode 1, if you want us to recast the prequels, the episodes 3, 4, or 4, 5, and 6, let us know, because it's my idea.
1, 2, 3.
No, you want us to recast the prequels to 4, 5, and 6.
Why don't you just say episode 1, 2, 3?
Okay, do you want us to recast episodes 1, 2, and 3? Let us know, because I think it's a great fucking idea. And Scott's going to be Jar Jar Binks. And if Scott's hair gets any higher, he's going to be taller than me. So we have to quell this problem immediately.
Well, as you said when you first met me, you're not as short as I thought you were.
Still short, though. No, I want to do that. Let's start a revolution. We're going to recast the prequels. I know the Shanimal's wife would be super excited about that. Mrs. Antoinette Nichols. But I also had fun. This is my first quickie in a long time. I'm super stoked to see you guys on a weekday.
All right. Mikey, give me some closing remarks.
I'm not talking about Star Wars
You better.
because I don't.
Rabbit holes.
Yeah, black holes, rabbit holes, tauntaun holes. It's all them holes,
Oh.
right? Hey,
Let's be honest.
let me
Tom
tell
Hardy
the
is
story.
Grievous, though. Tom Hardy is Grievous.
Okay.
Can he just be in a movie where he doesn't have to wear a mask or talk funny or not? I mean-
Lawless. He was.
Oh, wouldn't know. Not really a fan.
Mikey, closing remarks.
Yeah, I guess this was okay. I think it's our first quickie in a while. I'm sober, so
Not me.
I got that going for me. I don't really have anything else to say. My face hurts because my nasal congestion thing happening. But I do see you've got a flatmate there, Scott. Who you got?
Hey,
Who's-
hey! Don't I get to have any closing remarks?
Oh, God, that voice!
Yeah, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a fourth host tonight. He's been quiet all night. But he's been staying with me the last couple days, so I figured, you know what? Let's bring him on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Spike Jr.
Well, it's fucking great to be here.
I was there at your conception, Spike.
Well, that's just fucking awkward.
It is awkward.
Yeah.
That's your closing remarks there, Spike?
Hey, Scott, this is where you're putting the crickets.
That, you know what, Spike? That is exactly where those need to go.
Mikey, hey. Why the fuck are you drinking that shit?
It's like Little Nicky all over again.
He sounds like Adam Sandler.
Popeye's chicken fucking rules.
Are they...
Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, it's good. Well, you know what? I think I think your voice is shiznos.
Jesus, I hope he gets snapped out of existence. You fucks.
Hey, look. You guys talk a lot of nonsense for like an hour and a half. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make a lot of
look,
sense.
No. Scott made me edit last week's show, and I just didn't understand anything. Like, it's like nonsense for like an hour and a half. It was just ridiculous. And by the way, Mikey, fucking Emma Stone, come on!
Scott picked Justin Bieber. Emma Stone is a saint compared to that.
That doesn't make it any less wrong.
No, it's...
And see, this is why Dole is not...
This is deflecting.
Putting out any films.
No, this is Chiquita shit that's happening.
Look, I'm gonna go. I'll see one of you guys in the near future.
It's probably Mikey. So I'll break you.
Oh shit, Scott! Don't send me to Trenton.
You're like a wild horse. I'm gonna break that.
Do not send me to that man. Do not leave me with that man.
All right, Spike Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Mikey.
He likes butt stuff.
Look, I want to thank you guys all for joining us on this quickie from 3 Sheets to the Mouse. If you enjoyed the show, go over to iTunes, rate, review, subscribe. It's the...
Trenton's excited, man.
Did you just headbutt your computer?
Nope. I almost broke my laptop, though.
Rate, review, subscribe. It's the best way to help other Disney fans like yourselves find the show. If you want to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, we're over at 3 Sheets Podcast. If you're in the parks, tag us on Instagram, tag us on Twitter, and don't forget to use the hashtag 3 Sheets Nation. But if you really want to interact with us, head over to the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/3 Sheets. That's where you can become part of 3 Sheets Nation. Come hang out with us over there. If you have friends that love Disney as much as you do, invite them to join 3 Sheets Nation, but make sure they answer the questions. So, I will say from all of us here at 3 Sheets to the Mouse, thank you for making our show part of your Disney life. Thank you for your time, this time, and until next time, so long for just a while.
And thank you.